Oh shit!
You got to turn the volume up. You don't want. Yes.
You could tell I haven't done this that many times.
I like it, man. Listen, this is the second time.
It's fun.
It's
It's my second rodeo on the roadcast.
That's it, man. How does it feel being in control? Yeah, it feels good. With the power.
Like a DJ.
Very.
1 2 1 2. Keep it up, bat.
You right? Having fun?
What's up, man? You good?
I'm good, my brother. How are you? Welcome back
I'm good, man.
to the show. Hello, everyone.
What's up, people?
What's up, people, innit?
What's up, people?
We got really good feedback from the first one that came out, which is great. It's always nice to get, obviously, positive feedback. Some friends said I was chatting breeze about the global warming, but I'll stick to my words.
It's all right, man.
I'll stick to my words. I've got another reason why global warming's fake if you want to hear it. I'll just start off with that one, just start off nice and heavy. All these people that are preaching about global warming, they be like, you can't take private planes. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's the worst thing for the ozone layer. Yet all these people that have these big companies are taking private jets.
Yeah, I mean, most billionaires, they take private jets everywhere. They've got the biggest cars. They've got a whole
I'm talking about the people who are preaching behind the big organizations about pollution.
Like
they're the ones that are traveling.
Greta Thunberg, Namuni. What, you think she goes on the pedal boat to the next conference?
For sure. They'd be paying her tickets, first class, in the air, hella pollution in the air, just so she can get there and say, how dare you? Fuck off, go to school, peace. Fucking hell, Greta Thunberg. Anyway, nice positive way to start the podcast. But hey, it's just a personal opinion, isn't it? I think she'd have stayed in school.
What was she, 16 when she first went off?
I don't know, she's a meme.
She is a meme. Actually, we haven't heard about her in like the last...
She's a dead meme.
So now an update since last time we rolled. Titanic.
Oh yeah, they did. Yeah, but
it imploded.
It imploded, yeah. And then some people are like, oh, it's fake. You know, they fake their deaths because they're millionaires, billionaires. They're probably living in the Bahamas somewhere.
Yeah, but there's like a random explorer on it because he was like there was an explorer on it. And he was the one that was controlling the PS5 controller. Okay,
so if there was there was obviously a problem in the pressure, right? Because it imploded. That means it must have been a very small error that created the pressure.
Yeah. I mean, the good thing with an implosion is that...
Wait. There's a good thing about the implosion?
No, so I was... What is it? It's going left and right. There we go. That's why I wouldn't be a DJ. So
the good thing about the implosion, please continue.
A good thing about implosion. So I read a comment on Instagram that apparently it happens in 0.33 seconds. So milliseconds, basically. 33 milliseconds. So they wouldn't even understand that it happened. They would just be chilling, and it would just boom. They wouldn't even they turn into nothing. There's no trace of their body. Nothing. You can't find them.
That's crazy.
It's mad.
You know, the thing is, like,
at least it was instant. There was no pain. They were just like, all right, Hassan, we've lost signal. What do we do now?
Did they see it though before?
They knew they lost signal. I don't know how many hours or days it happened. The implosion happened because they basically found debris of the submarine. They found like the nose, they found the back, and that's how they knew. But they found no bodies.
I see, like, Barack Obama. He posted saying he's like upset that everyone was talking about this and not, no one was talking about like the 700. How many refugees were on that boat?
Was it 700? Yeah.
Yeah. Like, he was moaning about, like, oh, no one's talking about this.
Yeah.
I'm thinking, you motherfucker. You dropped more bombs than Bush when you were in presidency. But all of a sudden, you care about 700 people. What about the other thousands of people that you killed for no reason, causing wars that make no sense? All of a sudden, you care about 700 refugees. Fuck you, Obama. How about that? I'm in a mood today, man. People are pissing me off lately, and it's upsetting, man. You know what I mean? Everyone's talking about this like we give a shit. There's something else going on, and they just want to contact all the media on this.
Well, what happened in that week, and then they only told us now, was the military coup in Russia. So the Wagner Group, which is a private paramilitary organization of Russia, that they're like paid, by the Russian government
to do the dirty work.
And they're the pros, they weren't receiving the right support from the Russian military, and they turned against the Russian government. This all happened during the whole submarine. And then there's also other theories that the CIA paid billions to Wagner Group to go against Putin and then start this whole... It's a snowball effect, isn't it? If one thing happens, the next year there's going to be a lot of like civil unrest.
For every
and that was in the same week.
Man, for every single news, source and media to be focused on one thing makes absolutely no sense. Like how it's such a big thing. Like it makes... obviously... There's a reason behind everything that they do. They're clever motherfuckers. They know what they do.
And the shit thing is that the whole... Every social media page gets on top of it. Because it's clickbait. That's all you see. Even if you turn on the TV, if you go on the internet, if you're on your phone, it's all you see.
People don't care right now whether the news is true or not. They just want to be the first people in there.
Yeah.
They just want to create the hype in order, like you said, clickbait, in order for them to get more views and more money and so forth. But, imagine... how much information is passed on for one specific thing for everyone to be so focused about it. When like this thing, I found out about this Russian thing from a Russian client. He goes, I was going to send my kid over. Unfortunately, his daughter's not very well. And he can't send his kid over now because there's a civil war. I was like, what?
Yeah.
He's like, there's civil war in Russia. So what do you mean? That's Ukraine. He's like, no, there's a civil war in Russia happening by the private military who do the dirty work. And now they've gone against them. And there's people like, there's soldiers in the street, man.
Yeah.
Like marching towards Moscow.
Yeah.
And let's talk about.
They took control of Rostov, which is like another major city.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So
what's going on in the world, man?
It's mad.
Has there any positive news that's happened lately we can talk about?
I've been trying to find some.
How difficult is
it's hard to find anything positive.
It's all right. So positive news from our side. It's summertime. Sun's shining. All right, it's summertime. We spoke about it last time as well. Perfect day. Have a nap, sunshine. I played basketball the other day.
Do you know what? You're right.
I went to the beach.
You know what? You are so right, Michael. You need to just focus on yourself.
Yeah.
I think you need to just focus on yourself. There's so much shit that is going out there, and there's so much good thing as well. But unfortunately, we are only focused on the bad. All of a sudden, everyone's worried about sharks now. And that's the other thing. Geezer got mullered by sharks. And then they killed the shark, and now there's another shark. Huh?
There are more sharks being killed from humans than the other way around in a year. I can find the numbers. I'll find the numbers.
Cool. I want your face right on the microphone.
Yeah, like you're spitting bars.
Yeah, like how crazy is that? And all of a sudden there's a shark here, shark there. Everyone's getting paranoid about sharks now.
Yeah.
Whatever they see that they focus on. However, like we said, just focus on yourself. I know it sounds a bit selfish, but you can't control that.
No.
So we know this information, and now what? Yeah. What are we doing with this information?
What am I going to do with it?
Is it just scare tactics? Is it for us to take away our attention to something else? Is it for us to constantly live in fear? Is it to hate certain people? Is it to not like certain others? Is it to feel sorry for others but not feel sorry for other people? Like, what are you doing?
Yeah. I mean...
And you can't get away from it. I get articles from the missus all the time.
All you can do is feel sorry for the people that are involved and the people that are going to be victims of these situations. Because at the end of the day, they're just playing their games, their politics games, and the people suffer, whatever country they're from. All you can do is just think how lucky you are with your current situation and then enjoy whatever you've got in front of you that day. But they give you this news without giving you any choice or anything that you're helpless. There's nothing you can do about it. So you just watch it, you feel shit, and then you go to bed. They want you to do that. So I think what I try to do. I used to read a lot of news all the time. Read a bit of news, sort of know what's going on in the world, but don't get too involved. Like with the Ukrainian war, I remember the first 2 weeks, I had a tab open all day, every day, like I was watching a fucking football match. Like it was live, it was live updates, but it messed me up for like a whole month. I couldn't like sleep well. I was stressed about it, and it wasn't even on my doorstep.
Man, when I watched that shark video, I felt so strange.
Yeah,
and I'm thinking like, what is going on, man? Yeah. And also, the lady was like recording it like this. Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! And I'm like, where's your god now? Where's your what are you doing? Stop recording, man. Guy's getting fucking mullered by Finding Nemo.
Yeah.
That's crazy, man. And I watched the video. I'm like, why did I watch that? I didn't want to watch it.
I haven't watched it, to be honest.
Don't watch it. It fucked me up the whole day. All I was thinking about this poor kid. And I'm like, why did I have to watch that? Why are we giving this fucking constant horrible shit? And this is what's going to lead me to my next subject of taking care for yourself. Mike, let's talk about mental health, man.
Yeah.
June is Mental Health Month in men as well. And I think it's a very, very important subject to touch on because this is the things that need to be spoken about, not all this other rubbish.
But don't you feel like, so we live in a society that are comparing to, let's say, 30 years ago, where mental health is discussed a lot more openly. People, men, women, we all discuss it a lot more openly than we used to. With all this shit going on in the world, it's like they want to contribute to people's mental health problems even more. And they do. They're aware of it. They're giving us an awareness month, but then they also feed us a lot more shitty information.
Are they giving us an awareness month? I only found out it was awareness month because I just saw it on a post because my feed right now on my Instagram reels is I'm trying to get it more positive. Yeah. So you're like you disregard and say not interested in certain posts, and obviously you can control your kind of feed that you want. So when I'm clicking through Instagram reels, when I'm having my morning Shesimon, you know what I mean? I want to see some positive shit in the morning. You know what I mean? Today's gonna be a great day.
You want to get to work with a smile.
Exactly. And then that's where I found out that it was an awareness month. But I'm like, how can there be an awareness month where you never really heard about it?
Yeah.
So why?
I wasn't aware of that until you told me.
No one is because they're pushing other things on you.
Yeah.
It's Pride Month. It's this happening with Ukraine. Here's a shark attack. Yeah. Here's a fucking submarine. Let's not focus on what's actually important, what can change your mentality. Yeah. They do need you to be under control.
Yeah.
In order for whatever big decisions to be made without too much controversialness, without too much backlash, without someone saying, hey, hold on, I don't agree with this.
Man, I've got a question. It's related to mental health as well. So you've always spoken to me about ice baths, and I've adopted the cold showers into my routine. And actually, in summertime, it's easy to do it because you're hot anyway. You want to get in cold water. But I started doing this about January time, and when it was freezing cold. And man, it's changed my life. When you wake up and the energizer is amazing. You don't even need coffee in the morning.
Getting the chills.
And that was you that told me about that. And I don't think I can go back to hot showers unless, as you said as well, you have a hot shower to clean yourself and then you do the cold plunge.
Bro.
Dora, in the summertime, it's only cold. But ice baths, I've never tried it. So you've told me you've got an ice bath as well. And we saw Dr. Steph as well today earlier, and he does like ice bath sessions.
Big up Dr. Steph.
Big up Dr. Steph.
We'll talk about you in a bit.
What's I mean, you do them twice a week or something? Give me the journey of like how you got into it.
So how I got into ice bath is when I opened up my shop, I was under a lot of stress. You know, I just put a lot of money down. It's the first time running a business. I was getting married. There was just too much. My brain just went kaput. I stopped taking care of myself. I was eating too much, then I wasn't eating too much. And I stopped smoking and stopped taking coffee at the same time. I had caffeine withdrawals, nicotine withdrawals. I was losing my mind. Like I was literally losing my mind. And I was like a step into the adult world, a step into the responsibility, a step into everything relies on you right now. What are you going to do about it? You're going to, hide in a little corner or actually fucking man up. And for a long time, I was hiding in a corner, but still doing what I needed to do. So it was very, very difficult. So then I decided to take upon myself and take the next step to help myself because I'm thinking, okay, I'm not feeling okay. Something's wrong. This has never really happened to me before. I feel strange. What's happening? I mean, went to the doctor. The guy's like, oh, you're distressed. Take these pills. And I'm like, don't really want to fucking do that.
Yeah.
Like I need a bit more information about it. And then
give me the reason why I've got this stress instead of just giving me a solution that's not a long-term solution.
I said, man, I got so many thoughts in my head. I'm stressing. I got anxiety. I'm overthinking this and now. I'm like, and this guy's like, hey, it's stress. Yeah, I mean, I'll take this pill. No,
stress is the biggest sickness to humanity, if you think about it, because we're all prone to it. It's not like, oh, I've got a condition and a percentage of the population has a condition. Every single human on this planet, unless you're like a 3-year-old, has stress.
Stress is something that can make or break you.
Yeah.
And I had a lot of friends that helped me along the journey. My brother, Dr. Stefano, Terzian, my cousins, my clients, like so many people helped me get through this because so many people had gone through the exact same thing that I went through.
A big transition.
But because a lot of us don't talk about it, it's like a secret thing.
Yeah.
You think you're alone. And as soon as one person opens up and says, yo, you feel like that as well. I felt like that. Oh, do you think about what happens when you die? I think like that. Oh, do you sometimes like get overwhelming thoughts and then have a little panic and then you get that as well? It was like, oh my God, someone else has gone through this.
Like you get anxiety
Everyone goes
and you
through
think
this.
you're the only person that gets
Exactly.
anxious about
Exactly.
stuff. Yeah.
So how I got into the cold showers, I went and saw Stefan. I was like, listen, man, I'm feeling this, this, and this. He's like, what'd you do in your day? I was like, man, I wake up, I try and like do a little bit of exercise. I come home, I eat half a Weetabix. I'm at work all day, I'm stressing. And then I go home and I'm not hungry. He's like, okay, number one, you ain't eating. Number two, you ain't taking care of yourself. Number three, you've just stopped smoking. You've stopped taking coffee. So all these stimulants and stuff that was helping you focus or go throughout your day, all of a sudden you're depleted. So your body's looking for something to kind of drag it and it's not allowing it. And with all the stress on top, you're starving yourself. You're not treating yourself well. You're not taking the right vitamins and this and that. So that's just a basic common thing. But you need someone to point out and say, listen, you're not taking care of yourself.
Yeah.
So try taking some multivitamins. Try taking some omega-3. Go for a run. Go for a swim in the morning. Try cold showers. And I'm like, cold showers? I've always heard about it from like Wim Hof. And even I remember William like years ago would talk about cold showers. I used to see people like jump in the ice.
And you think like they're crazy.
Yeah, man. I think, how in the world are you doing that?
Yeah. When you first told me, I'm like, but lot of
Yeah, do you know what I mean? And so I thought, all right, let me change my life. Yeah. So is this the person that I want to be? Am I happy with where I am right now? No. What do I need to do? Okay, let's make stages step by step. So you start writing a little journal, things that you're grateful for. You start giving yourself small goals. Like today, I want to get 2 liters of water down me. I want to have 3 meals today and at least get my vegetables in. I want to have a cold shower. So once you do these small tasks,
mini steps.
Exactly. And you come home and you tick it. I had a nice cold shower. I ate 3 meals today with some vegetables. I also had 2 liters of water today. So when you start being in control of your actions, and then you can start being in control of your thoughts, and then you can start being in control of your mental, processing. Because if you can control your actions, then you can control your thoughts, good deeds, good actions. It all works together. So
and then you also control when you're speaking to other people, whatever they say, or you take it in a more positive way, and you deal with it.
Exactly.
Because I think like the stage that you were in as well. I mean, now speaking of from a depression side or anxiety side that I've experienced in the past, you take people could say anything to you, and it could be the best words in the world, but you may not believe it or believe the positive side of it. So you see negative in words, and you don't trust yourself first of all. Let alone trust others.
That's the thing. That's the worst.
You don't love yourself in that moment.
That's the worst thing is fearing about what you're thinking about.
Yeah.
And then believing that these thoughts are going to come reality.
Yeah.
Believing that you're a slave to your thoughts and that you're worried about it. Once you stop giving a shit.
Then you overthink.
Once you stop giving a shit and accept it. That is the answer right there. You have to accept it. Whatever problem you have, if you've got a cold, if you've been diagnosed with an illness, if you've been this and that, stop saying why me, because that's what I was doing. Why me? Why am I feeling like this? What have I done to deserve this?
You flip that.
I feel like I'm a good guy. Is this my karma? Is it why? And then you start overworking yourself, and you're like, hold on. Once you take a step back and you think, okay, it's just a thought. The same way I have a good thought is the same way I have a bad thought.
Yeah.
Doesn't mean I'm going to act on it.
Yeah.
So once you start realizing that it is just a thought, then you laugh about it.
Yeah.
Think about it like in a speech bubble when you got a little timbida and you pop in it and then it goes away.
Yeah.
So that's why like everyone posted this morning saying when we relate back to breathing, because the brain can only focus on one thing at a time, believe it or not.
Yeah.
So sometimes when people are feeling overwhelmed with like uncomfortable thoughts, if you take your attention to just breathing 4 seconds in through the nose, holding it and then bringing out 8 seconds through the mouth, your mind is literally just going towards this process. All of a sudden you forgot about that shit.
As well,
you're doing it.
Yeah.
Because what it does is it brings oxygen to the head. Once the brain has enough oxygen, it feels safe. So then all the bad things go away. because you got to think of it as your brain is your best friend, but also your worst enemy. And whatever it does is actually to protect you. So think of it as like, oh, it doesn't know what to do, so it's telling me to do this in order so I can get out of this situation.
Fight or flight.
Exactly.
Yeah.
The problem is so many people live in a constant flight or fight response. They don't even know it anymore.
They're not even living at
They're
that
not even
point.
aware of it.
Yeah.
So I was able to grasp on it with the help of a lot of friends and family, like I said, and to work on it. And this is where the cold shower comes in place with the oxygen. So the reason that you do a cold plunge or a cold shower is because once you get in that freezing cold water, your body thinks you're going to die. That's what happens. Your body thinks you're going to die. You go in shock. So all the blood and the oxygen rushes into your brain so you can start thinking clearly and get the fuck out. But if you maintain that for over 3 minutes, this is when all the good things come out. So it increases your brown fat cells, which means it burns all the bad shit inside your body. You actually lose weight and you burn calories and fat by being in the ice. The second thing it does, it releases a huge amount of endorphins into your bloodstream. And it's been proven that having a cold shower for 3 minutes a day increases more dopamine release than cocaine, than chocolate, than having sex. 2.5 times more, and it's a gradual process. So when you have a chocolate, you feel like a fucking Don, but for the next 5 minutes, then you feel like a Bashir sitting on a couch.
But then with a cold shower, so like the first time I did that, you felt the massive energy boost. But now 6 months later, my body's a lot more
used to it.
So is that when you start moving on to cold, like to ice baths?
That's what I did. So I started doing the cold showers when it was in the winter, and that was cold. Like, it's not like, you go in there straight away. I used to do the feet first.
Little tiptoes.
Start making my way up. I used to do 20 seconds, 1, 2, you know what I mean? And then the next day you get 30 seconds. You're like, come on, man, that's half a minute. And then you get 1 minute. And then all of a sudden you're like, oh my God, it's been 2 minutes already. And then it's 3 minutes. And I was sitting in the bathroom butt naked, come on, feeling this rush of energy. And that was coming from something so natural.
Yeah.
Something that doesn't need anything except you turning a switch. But what I mean by it's your action, it's your thought. You're the one that decided to put it cold.
Yeah.
You knew what was coming. You're in control of it. So once you're in that state of mind and you can control yourself being in an uncomfortable situation, that's what it's about. You have to get used to being in an uncomfortable situations and being calm about it. That's what I've realized about the ice bath.
And that's also how you deal with stress.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You are going to face hell of a lot of uncomfortable situations, but it's how you deal with it. So if you make the subconscious decision to put yourself in an uncomfortable decision and you know nothing's going to happen, did you die? No. But did you die? No. So nothing bad is going to happen.
Yeah.
Nothing's worse than that. So your brain constantly puts you in that situation, then you kind of slowly bring it out.
Yeah.
That's what I found.
So did you buy an ice bath? What did you?
I did. So I started doing the cold showers, and then eventually I realized that it wasn't cold enough. You still get the benefits, but I think it needs, if I'm not mistaken, it needs to be under 10 degrees in order to get the best benefits of it. So then I thought, all right, cool, I'm going to buy an ice bath. I've been seeing it on Instagram advertised the whole time, and I'm like, just do it. And this was a month before the wedding. And I said to myself, you know what, I'm going to give myself a 10-day challenge of doing an ice bath every morning. Yeah. Until I get through the wedding. That was my goal. I'll tell you, the first time I did it, man, I spent about 40 quid on ice. I went downstairs to the barista. She's like, just party. I'm like, no, I'm nerome bagos. She's like, what? I was like, yeah, I'm going to have a shower with loads of ice in it. She's like, are you all right? And I'm like, nah, not really, man. I think, you know what I mean? This lady in the barista, she started questioning. I started thinking things about life because she's like, you're right. I was like, nah. But yeah, once you make that decision to get in.
Did you add water as well, or you just jump in ice?
Nah, you got to put water in it.
Because was it the Kevin Hart one when he just jumps in ice? Or do they put
there's
water?
A shitload of ice in there. That's what it looks like. But there's water in it. Otherwise, I don't think you get it's more cold with water.
I mean, man, there's a reason why all these athletes do it as well. And it's a good recovery.
Exactly.
So since I've been doing cold showers after a workout, basketball, football, whatever, when I used to jump in a hot shower, when my body's already boiling, it's sweaty, it's hot, it's red, my muscles are tense, I'd go in, I'd do a hot shower, and then it wouldn't, it's meant to relax you, but you're too you're too hot. Your body temperature is way too high at that point. Now that I do cold showers, man, it's another level.
You got to think of the shower as cleansing not only your body but your spirit.
Yeah.
Your aura. We're made up of like, is it over 70% water or something?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah. So just by water being on your skin makes you calm.
Yeah.
That's why people go wash their face to wake up or to kind of like snap back into it.
I do that a few times a day, man.
Same.
I love it.
Same. And you go in there, you wash your face, you feel fresh, you feel more lifelike.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? In a weird way. So think of it as when you have a shower, you're actually cleansing your aura, you're cleansing your spirit, you're feeling clean, you're shedding off all the stress, all the horrible, sticky shit of the day.
I mean, that's barber question, but it's for me and the audience as well. How much shampoo should you be using on your hair? And because I've also read that, you know, you should leave the oils in your hair. And you should have a shower, wash your body, but you can leave your hair. But like, let's say for me, I put product in my hair in the morning. I can't leave it. Or it's not good to leave it, is it?
My personal opinion with shampoo is like, all right, your missus, does she shampoo her hair every day?
No.
So why do you?
Because it's short and it's easier.
Cool. So the reason is basically the oils that your scalp produces is actually to protect your hair and your head and your scalp. So if your hair is that long, it will take a lot longer for the oil to reach from the root to the tip. So with guys, it is shorter and it does reach there quicker. However, those oils are there to protect you. As a professional opinion, I would say at least like 4 times max a week to shampoo.
But I put product in every morning.
Hot water and scrub the shit out of it.
With no shampoo. I'll try it. I might try it tonight.
I mean, just still wash yourself. But
and then the oils will smell more natural.
There's a lot of crappy shampoos out there, man. There's a lot of crappy like cut and go. But us guys, we're lazy.
Yeah.
Like we want like a 7-in-1 shampoo. Do you know what I mean? That's what we want. We want a 7-in-1. We want it to be a shampoo, conditioner, cologne, mouthwash, and toothpaste.
And your towel forgets about it the next day.
Easy.
Whereas girls have like 3 towels.
Nah.
Whereas our towel is like, oh no.
Every time I change my jeans,
rub in my nuts.
I mean, the next day it just cleans itself. You just kind of remember which part of the towel you used for your nutsack.
Was it this one? Was it that one?
And then you swap it, and then you're like, it's all right. I don't change my towel that often. Yeah. Also, it's been scientifically proven that 97% of men, when they wake up, the first thing they look at is their ballsack. I mean, I don't know. When I wake up, I don't really look at my ballsack first thing in the morning.
I do. Yeah, you do. The first thing I do is go and take a piss, and then I do.
See?
Yeah, you sort of stretch it out as well. Because they've been hibernating.
Stretching is good.
Yeah, you got to stretch. As you stretch the skin a little. It's, you know.
You're like, only guys know this. When you're walking and you do a little...
Yeah, a little...
you do a little one of them wiggle ones, innit? The left one's just stuck on the thigh.
Shit, Joey.
From cold showers to mental health to shampoo and now ball sacks. Thanks for listening, guys. We love you. As you do, innit?
You mentioned diet earlier, like your food. So last night, my missus cooked a burger. It was a normal burger, everything that you'd have in a burger, but it was beef. But instead of a bread bun, you use lettuce. All right? If you said to Mike 1 year ago, and you said, Mike, you're going to eat a lettuce burger tomorrow, I'd laugh in your face. Man, I tried it. It was bomba. And it made me realize how much you don't need the bread. Okay, it's nice. I'm going to have the bread and jalo. I'm not going to switch out for lettuce. But it was beautiful. It was lovely. And since, like, do you remember there was a period, I think it was like last summer, when we both used to eat a lot of deliveries. Man, I got so comfortable with Bolt. I'd have Bolt every night, and then probably Bolt maybe at lunchtime or pizzeria. Didn't have home cooked food. And it messes with your mental health, sure. What you put in your body. People always talk about it on Instagram.
Yeah, and TikTok. You are what you eat.
Think about it. You're like, hey, one burger, what's it going to do to me? If you do it every day, and you're eating brown food, you're eating KFC, you're eating chips. I love KFC, but
shout out KFC, man.
Shout out KFC. But man, nowadays I'm trying to do the cheat day, because I don't want to put like a label on it, but have junk food that's been or fast food once or twice a week, whereas before I was having it 5 or 6 times a week.
You are what you eat, Mike. Yeah. And this is very important, and I found out this year as well. I was like 120 kg, bro. And when I went through this stress process, 122 kg? Oh, 2 minutes. I was like, how did she know I was 122?
Round it up.
And during the process of me going through my stress and then changing my lifestyle to better myself, my diet was, if not over 50% of the battle. Because if you go eat McDonald's and everything else, yeah, it tastes wicked. But the next day, I feel like crap. I feel terrible. I've got no energy in the morning. I don't want to go gym in the morning. I've got horrible thoughts for some reason. I just want to stay at home.
You're thirsty, dehydrated, don't sleep well.
There's so much GMOs and so much horrible shit they're pumping in this food for us to like it, that it does affect your mental health. It really does. All these things that are being processed, things that are not, they're man-made, they're chemicals. It's bad for you. Anything that isn't water is bad for you.
Yeah.
So with all this organic stuff, yeah, it does make a difference. It is more expensive, but I do believe the better food intake you have, the better. And then
you are what you eat.
You are what you eat, man. It is really. Don't get me wrong, man. I love my fast food, and I will never stop eating it. Life's short. If I like it, I like it, but I'm not going to overdo it.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? If I know, for example, it's Saturday and Sunday, I'm going to sit and chill, sit on the beach. I'll have my cheat meal on Saturday because I know it's not really going to affect me because I haven't got things to do. Yeah. But if I'm going to eat some rubbish and the next morning I'm at work and I've got clients and you need to be active and you need to be sociable, I don't want to be feeling like, all groggy.
Yeah.
So treat it as a treat.
Yeah.
And the thing is, you do need a bit of that shit as well.
Yeah, you need
in your life.
You need it.
But with a certain amount of, control.
I mean, they Cut.
Hey guys, this is your halftime break sponsor. Yes, well, today's sponsor is Unfollow World. Unfollow World has got amazing fashionable products. He sells things for men and women. This guy behind us, unless you're wondering who he was inside the podcast, his name is Steve, and he's wearing merchandise from Unfollow World. We've got hats, shirts, all summer stuff, and we are going to be having a nice sale for you guys as well. So thank you very much, Unfollow World. We'll put all your links and stuff in the video if you want to have a checkup on his stuff online, his Instagram profiles, or just come down to the House of the Butcher, and we have a store upstairs ready for you to check out the stuff.
Action!
Yay.
Hey, we're back.
We is back.
Was it a little halftime break? What did you do?
I did a little gadurima.
Yeah. I got Brittany out of the cage.
Where's she at?
She's here. She's hiding. Everyone, this is Brittany. She's a bearded dragon. I've had her for like 4 years now as a present from the missus. I'd recommend anyone getting a pet, which is also really cool for mental health. There's like certain animals that can help you like, feel a bit better and kind of have something else to take care of other than yourself. Put yourself some responsibility. And she's a really cool pet. She's a bearded dragon.
Where's she? Where's she originally from? Like,
she's from Australia.
Nice.
Yeah.
Sick. And so it's not very common in Cyprus, bearded dragons.
Yeah, they are. I mean, no, they're not common in Cyprus. I mean, they're not from Cyprus, but you can find them in loads of pet shops.
Nice.
I think they're like, if you're a beginner and you want to like a pet, like a reptile, it's the best. It's like the number one reptile pet. She's really cool. She's really calm. She's trained. She don't bite. Anyone can pick her up. She's just chilling it. She's a lazy fat bitch.
So she's legal?
She's legal? What do you mean?
To live here?
Oh yeah. She's got a visa and a little passport.
Little passport.
Yes, you do. I think pets are a really cool thing for mental health as well, and just like even stroking your dog or your cat or your pet or a lizard does actually release endorphins as well, man.
I do miss having a pet, man. I really miss having a pet, and I was thinking to either get a dog or a cat. I'm more of a dog person, but cats are more self-sufficient. So when you're at work, you can leave them at home. I mean, they may wreck your furniture, but they're not as reliant on human beings as dogs are. But
yeah, I think cats are just very they scare the shit out of me, man.
They're fearless.
Yeah, man. They're
fearless.
You be stroking it and then out of nowhere she's like wagging its tail.
Yeah.
And then she's like, slap.
Yeah, so I'm done with you.
You know what I mean? Fuck off. I'm gonna walk over here now and lick my balls. I mean, I don't get it, man. They keep me on edge, but that's why I like it.
Yeah, yeah. Whereas
Also, a cat will
dogs
eat
are
you.
predictable.
Bro, if you died and you were in a room and the cat was locked in there, after a while your cat would eat you. Whereas your dog would never. Yeah. Fact check.
I'm not surprised, actually. I wouldn't be surprised about that. You know, the ancient Egyptians, I think they saw cats as gods and goddesses, didn't they? There's something quite spiritual about cats. Whereas dogs are more predictable and, I guess, basic in some ways. Whereas, you know what I mean? Like, you know what you get with a dog. Whereas a cat, they're a lot more intelligent, I think. But they're free thinkers. They're independent. Dogs will always rely on you to do stuff. They won't really make decisions.
Yeah, like a cat will fuck off. If you don't feed it, it'll fuck off, find food somewhere else.
Yeah.
Whereas a dog obviously does rely on you. One thing that I would say about free thinking that I'm like it.
Fact check.
Yeah.
Accordingly, ultimately, both domestic and feral pets would eat humans under the right circumstances.
Yeah.
So basically, if both domestic dogs or cats, they would eat deceased humans in cases where they're shut in a house or apartment and have no other source of food.
Listen, Brie would never eat me. She might eat me, but she ain't eat Michaela. Put it that way. She's trying to get comfortable or some shit. But yeah, free thinking. Like you said, free thinking. I think be free and say how you feel. Especially in guys. I think now it's a lot better, but I think a lot of guys don't express their feelings as much as they should. And this concept of, oh yeah, I'm a man, blah, blah, you need to get it out of your system. Yeah. You need to open up.
Yeah. As men, we bottle things up a lot. It happened to me when I was at uni. I bottled things up for ages. And then, I mean, a problem shared is a problem divided. Like, no, sorry. A problem shared? What's the phrase? A problem shared is a problem halved. That's it. So in your mind, you may think something's bugging you and whatever, and you keep things to yourself. Whereas when you share it with people, it's not as bad as you would think. And I think as men, we grow up thinking that, oh, you need to be tough, you need to be strong and keep things to yourself. You can't cry, you can't be emotional. But actually, you're stronger if you are emotional, I think. And you don't need to, I mean...
You need to be able to know how to express yourself.
Yeah.
Yes, sometimes you do have to suck it up. You are a man. You do have to take responsibilities. Like I said before, it's about being in an uncomfortable situation and dealing with it. So you dealing with it is under those circumstances for sure.
Yeah.
But like I said, in the barbershop, so many people open up. And it's such a nice thing because, like, obviously you have to develop trust. I believe everyone should talk to someone.
Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't have to be a professional or whatever, but just get your opinions heard. You might get the same thing back. You might not feel alone. Just speak about it, man. Once you open up, I'm telling you, half the battle's won.
Yeah, yeah.
It really is.
Friends, your family, neighbor, barber, anyone.
And sometimes your family or your friends might not understand, but others will. That's why it's nice to go to someone that you don't really know and there's no judgment behind it, because, you know, your family will be biased. Oh, there's nothing wrong with you. Oh, you're fine. You know, you just this is how it is. Like, you know, I'm not fine. It's okay not to be okay. Just put it that way. It's okay not to be okay.
Like, it's taboo to go therapy.
Yeah.
It's a lot more normal than people think. I think our generations broke that.
They have. And once I opened up and said, yo, I'm seeing a psychologist. Do you know how many people see psychologists?
Oh, yeah.
And I never knew. Everyone, as soon as I opened up and said it, they're like, I was like, what? They're like, yeah, I've been doing it like, once a week for about 5 years now. It's part of my routine. I'll just go, I'll lay off some shit, I get off some steam, we have a conversation, I get some professional feedback or whatever, and then I just feel better. So it is important. And the funny thing is, it's weird because your psychologist should tell you what to do and your friends should listen. But unfortunately, sometimes it's the opposite. Your psychologist listens, and your stupid friends tell you what to do. Like, it's not necessarily the best advice. But sometimes you do need someone to tell you what to do. Yo, snap out of it. Yo, do this and this. Man, you're not taking care of yourself. You're not exercising. You're eating shit. You're doing it. You need to hear it from someone.
And I think it's a therapist isn't always going to tell you maybe directly what you need to do, but they'll guide you to where you should go.
So when I had this conversation with some friends, I'm like, yo, man, like, thanks for helping me. And the guy turned around and goes, I didn't do nothing. I was like, no, you did. He's like, no, I didn't do anything. I was like, no, you helped me a lot. And he's like, no, you helped yourself. You were clever enough to listen to what I was telling you, and then you put it into practice. So, and like you said, but when you're in that current mode, everything's negative. You don't want to do things. You feel lost. I could be giving you the most motivational speech in the world, and to you,
if you don't want to listen, it's going to go in one or the other. Yeah,
because of the way you're feeling at the current moment. Change your state of mind. It takes time. It's baby steps. I'm calling out every single person, man or woman. If you're going for anything, talk to someone. Just fucking open your mouth and say, yo, I'm feeling like this. Yo, I had these thoughts today. Yo, I feel a bit uncomfortable. Open up, man. Just speak about it. The longer you have it inside, the more you're bottled up. You know, it's like the not boomerang theory, the bow and arrow theory. The more you hold it back, eventually you're going to let go because you can't hold it anymore. And it's just going to shoot forward and you're going to fucking blow up.
Yeah.
But then again, think about it in the positive way. The more things set you back, eventually you're going to shoot off into the sky and you're going to rocket into positive.
Yeah.
You know, you're only heading in one direction. And just talk about it, man.
Yeah.
If you got anything on your chest, man, just please. Anyone watching, you know, talk to us. Or our DM's open. Be like, yo, I'm feeling like this lately. We've got experience in this. I think everyone's got personal experience. We'll definitely help you out. We'll take time to have a chat with you. By all means, man, just reach out to anyone, and then we'll send you in the right direction. I'm not saying I'm a guru, but if anything that I've had experience in, why not share it? If it's something that, you know, I don't really understand, then I'll try and understand it, because it is just about understanding. What's the other? I was thinking of something nice. Oh yeah, stress. I think stress is a superpower.
Depends how you use it.
Exactly. I'll tell you why it's superpower. Because when I became really stressed, I managed to do everything that I managed to do.
Yeah.
I think if I wasn't under those conditions, I wouldn't have pushed myself that much.
Like, personally, when I'm under pressure and I've got, I don't know, a deadline, that's when I work at my best. Obviously, you need to be organized with your time. But if I've got that little sense of stress, that's when I'm at my best. But again, it's how you use it. If you fold, then that's when it kills you. That's when it. It's Brittany going on a trip.
I don't even know what she's doing, man. She's trying to undress me. Come here, man.
But man, there's also ways to deal with your stress. Like personally, the way I deal with stress is music, exercise, going for a walk. A walk is always a... Think I like it? You'd help her.
No, I just need to get her off, like, because I'm going to squash her. There she is. Come here. Okay.
Do you need help? No.
Thank you. And we're back.
Yeah, I think, I mean, there's a reason why people promote exercise so much. For me, one of my biggest therapies is music with a walk or playing basketball or playing a sport.
Exercise.
And that's my way of meditation or therapy, because I'm in my own world and my own thoughts. I couldn't care less if I'm scoring the 3-pointers or whatever I'm doing. It's just your alone time. It could be 1 hour, it could be 40 minutes. But
that's why kids are always happy, because they're always active. That's what it is. You're constantly active. Your blood's moving. You're refreshing all the old blood into the new blood. You're getting your heart's pumping. You're getting oxygen all over the brain. You know, we need to exercise, not because we want to become like Arnold Schwarzenegger.
No, it's
like,
for
you know, don't go to the gym and he's
yeah.
fit that's and walk down the beach with a speedo so everyone can look at your abs. The reason you need to exercise is because it's just good for you. We need to have movement in our lives. We're so on chairs, we're all standing still, we're all in a certain position. You need to get your body moving. Dancing helps. You know, do a little shimmy shake, stretching, you know, all these things. You just need to have constant movement because your body needs constant flow. It's like blocking it if you don't do it.
I was speaking about that with my colleagues today, actually, about we're not built to be in an office, obviously. So you're in the office for 8, 9, 10 hours, however many hours. Everyone's got neck problems, They've got scoliosis. They've got scoliosis. I also have like problems with my I've got lordosis, so my lower back. We're not built to be on an office chair for 9 hours. And I was thinking, like, back in the day when people used to work on farms, agricultural, they were way more healthier than we are. Okay, they used to get tired physically, but physically they were healthier than we are.
And I think mentally, man.
And mentally. Because they're out in the nature.
Not only that, there was less things for them to worry about, man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because if you're constantly focused on yourself and on your things and not worried about everything around you, I think you're generally more able to become healthier and mentally stronger. Like I said before, you know, we're all focused on other things that don't really affect us, that has nothing to do with us. But yet we're interested in it because it's something to do. Something that's always there and catches your eye. Yeah. However, just exercises for movement. Again, it releases good oxygen. Just move a little bit, man.
And also,
you just need half an hour a day. That's it.
And even a calm half an hour alone.
Okay.
With your thoughts, no music, nothing. Just you
meditation, mate. I've got like this app called Headspace, and every day it sends me like little things.
Yeah.
And then like, you know, you think about it for a bit and it just, you know, makes sense.
Yeah.
Take a bit of time for yourself. Give yourself like 30 seconds of complete silence. It's just 30 seconds from your day. Or, you know, go look at the Thalas sun. It's been proven that looking at water or fire for over 20 minutes a day decreases depression.
Yeah. And we're so lucky that we've got the beach 5 minutes from
And
us.
the thing is, like, depression is some word that has been thrown around way too much lately. And it's because I don't think a lot of people know what depression is. I think it's just, I'm feeling sad that I'm depressed. No, you're not. Depression is fucked up.
Depression is a long period of time of sadness. So it's not just, I'm feeling shit today. It's ongoing, and it's months and even years for some people.
Hey, I'm telling you, it is so simple once you do it. Exercise, eat well, cold showers, get enough sleep, be surrounded by people who you love, tell people you love them. Just basic things that you need to do, and it will improve your daily life so much. And that's what it takes.
Sleep,
man.
Man, I never used to sleep properly. I used to have like 4 or 5 hours
Listen,
a night.
Man, I used to think it was gangsters staying up late at night. Yeah. But the real OGs wake up early, man.
Yeah.
Your day is so much longer. You can get so much stuff done.
You give it an excuse. Oh, I'm a night owl. No, you've made yourself a night owl. Always. Like, now I need my 7 hours sleep. If I don't have my 7 hours sleep, the next day I'm not functioning as I should be. So you're 100% where you can be.
Like you said about the meditation, yeah? I played mini football for the first time like a couple of months ago, and now we play like every Monday.
Nice.
I got on that pitch. I'm terrible. But I got on that pitch, and for those 50 minutes, I didn't have one thought in my head.
No. And you just give it everything.
It was wicked.
Yeah.
Because you're just so focused on playing the game and enjoying yourself and scoring that all the other rubbish that goes on in your head 24/7 just disappeared. I'm like, hold on. For those 45 minutes, I was free.
Yeah.
And I think that's what exercise does. That's what good food does. That's what gym does. It just gives your brain a fucking release. There's so much stimulus out there. You need this, you need that. You have to think about it. Like, just take a step back. Yeah. Take a step back. Do your breathing, do your stretching. And I promise you, everything, look at me, everything's going to be fine. And if it's not fine, it means it's not the end. So,
but it will be better.
It will be better, man. I'm telling you, everything will be okay because it is in your control. If you genuinely want to get better, you will get better. I told you, I wake up every day and I say it's going to be a great day.
I love your post,
I mentioned it last time. It just reprograms your brain and thinking it's going to be a good day. Just say it. Even if you don't believe it, eventually you're going to believe it. And eventually it's going to be good.
Yeah. If you wake up and you say, oh, today's going to be a shit day, it's going to be a fucking shit day. It's definitely going to be a shit day.
I really believe in that.
And also, another thing that I've learned as well, don't have expectations when you're going somewhere. So let's say you've booked to go to an event with your friends. And if I'm hyping it up for the next 2 weeks that I'm going to go to this place, it's going to be amazing, it's going to be amazing, this DJ is playing, I'm going to be with all my friends and blah, blah. When the day comes, it will never live up to those expectations that you built up in your head for the last 2 weeks.
Yeah, for sure.
So go there with zero expectation, and whatever happens, it's going to be better than the zero expectation that you just had. I used to do that a lot. I used to glorify the future. Obviously, look forward to things.
Live it now, man. Live it now.
Look forward to things, but don't hype up something that's going to come in 2 weeks.
Today's what matters. Today's what matters. It's what you do today, and it's just about improving tomorrow.
Yeah.
and then tomorrow's another day. Slow process. I think in this generation, we want everything now, including myself.
Yeah.
I want a car now. I want another shop. I want a holiday. I want this. I want so much.
Man, if you go Zorba and you go get a sandwich and there's 4 people in the queue in front of you,
you're pissed.
You're like, fuck this, man, I'm going home.
What's you know then?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We don't want to wait for anything.
Yeah, but that's
Nothing.
because we have everything given to us.
Bam.
All the information is given to us in an instant. That when we learn to get it straight away.
Yeah.
So when things take a lot of time and patience, we're not good at that. But patience is the key. Patience is what's going to take you to the next level. Slow and steady wins the race.
Yeah.
That's how it is. Unless it's a 100-meter dash. But life is not a 100-meter dash.
It's a marathon.
Life is a marathon. Exactly. It's a marathon, man.
Yeah.
Take your time. Do the Mo Farah.
Yeah.
Just be happy in it. Papa Jelly Media, you got any questions for us?
Yeah, so touching on the subject, I would like to ask you both, when it comes to like talking about how your mental health and how you're feeling, do you feel like you stay away from females in order to be more expressive, or do you feel like you can talk to both guys and women and everyone in general?
I personally feel like women have got it made because they know how to keep themselves happy, in my opinion. In a sense of they do a lot of things for themselves.
Ooh, another white boy with a podcast. Crypto, gym bro, another white boy with a podcast. Pronouns, hell no, another white boy with a podcast.
They'll go get their hair. They'll go get their nails. They'll go get their laser. They'll go do a massage. They will go to yoga. They will do Pilates. And all these things is including other people. And it's kind of a group thing. When you talk to your nail artist, you talk to her. When you go do hair, you talk to them. When you go do Pilates, you're in a room with other people. It's just constant people being together.
That's why our barbers are so important to us.
There you go. Like us guys mostly just have their barber.
Yeah.
Or their psychologist if they don't go see one. Now, do I personally feel more comfortable talking to men than women? Personally, no. But personally, I can relate more to a guy. Because, again, it's the thought process. I know roughly how a guy thinks.
Yeah.
So I kind of know how to push the buttons in order to get it out.
Yeah. I think for me, so personally, I grew up with 3 sisters. So I'm very comfortable speaking about, your emotions or whatever with females. And obviously at the moment with my girlfriend as well, we speak very openly. But I've always felt with my dad, we have a lot more of a connection. And it's again, because he can understand me and I can understand him, no matter how close I am with my sisters. So yeah, I'd say it's easier with your bros, let's say, but a female's perspective is always going to be different to your best mates. It's always going to be different. They're going to see it in a more emotional way. We see it in a more logical way. When your girlfriend comes to you with a problem, she wants to have 5 minutes of let's be emotional and let's sulk about this a bit. Whereas you're coming up with a solution. She doesn't want a solution in the first minute. She wants a solution in 10 minutes. So your bros are going to come up with a solution. Your girlfriend or your friends that are female are going to, how are you feeling? Your mate's going to do that as well, but the girls are more like, how you feeling? Are you all right?
I think like guys are more straight to the point.
Yeah.
And that's what we need to do. And then women just like to be around the bush. I guess that's why they like foreplay.
I love foreplay.
I mean, we're just ready to go, innit? You ain't got to hug me or kiss me or caress me. I'm ready to go. Do you know what I'm saying? Job's done. See you later. You know what I mean? I don't need no candlelight or fucking Celine Dion playing in the background. I'm ready. Let's go. Now, I don't think it makes you less of a man by expressing your feelings to a woman. I think women appreciate that. And they do like a gentleman who's in touch with their feminine side, of course. But men and women are different. We are different and we think differently, I believe. But at the end of the day, the goal's the same. So if there's a woman that you need to talk to her.
Yeah.
If there's no one else, then you find someone.
Yeah.
So to answer your question,
as long as the end goal is making each other feel better, making that person feel better, then can be any gender.
I agree.
But again, there's 2 genders on that.
2 genders. So men and women. So yeah, to answer your question, I think at the beginning I would feel a bit more comfortable. I don't know.
So yeah,
I think it's the same.
Same.
It depends who you're talking to, man.
Depends on the topic.
You can
as
talk
well.
to a guy and he's a donut, and then you
Yeah.
can talk to a woman and she's like amazing at understanding this because of what she's been through as well.
Yeah, it depends on the topic that you discuss.
But some people will never understand what you're going through, Mike, and that's also okay because they've never been through something like that. And if you've never been through it, it's difficult to relate. But then
Yeah.
again, this goes again to the subject of psychologists. A lot of people tell me, "Oh, why would I go talk to this geezer? He hasn't been through what I've been through. He doesn't know what it's like. He hasn't done this. He hasn't done that."
But he
It's-
understands how a human brain works.
Exactly. It's not about what he's been through, what you've been through. It's about dealing with the situation. It's about common exercises to help you deal with what you're going through now. Has nothing to do with what I've been through.
Yeah, and he can see it from the outside.
Yeah, you
So
need
he's
an
got a
outside
different point of
perspective
view.
for sure. Costa, hit me up.
Just to add something to what you were saying, what you guys were saying now, based on the quote that Mike said about problem shared is at the right time is like problem halved.
Yeah.
Well, that can be also a double-edged sword, right?
Okay.
Because obviously, as a problem shared with the right person at the right time with the right intention is a problem halved. However, a problem shared with the wrong person at the wrong time with the wrong intention is a problem escalated.
Yeah, man.
completely.
I mean,
Yep.
don't look
gotta be careful
for
when you
help
speak.
from broken people because it
Yeah.
will just make you more broken.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, because they're not at the right space of mind to help you. So it's like, it's like changing a flat tire with another flat tire.
Yeah.
Nothing's
You got to go
gonna-
to the right person at
that's
the right
it.
time.
You need to be surrounded by the right people at the right time.
Yeah.
And your area, your energy around you will make a big difference.
Yeah.
If I'd say to someone, "Oh, I'm fucking, I don't know, I'm thinking of like losing weight and I don't want to eat this," and they're like, "What the fuck you talking about, man? Let's go have some fucking KFC or let's go do that." You
Yeah.
don't need that energy around you, man.
Yeah.
You someone say, "Let man, like you put on some weight." But also, this is another thing.
Or if you go to complain about something and then they add to that and complain with you, it makes the whole thing even worse.
If I say to a guy, like sometimes you need a bit of tough love. Like if I saw you put on like 30 pounds since the last time I saw you, I'd be like, "Mate, you're a bit of a fat bitch right now, man. What are you doing?"
But that's the real friends.
Yeah, that's the thing. But imagine you saying that to a girl. Imagine you ain't seen your mate Maria for like 2 months. She come back heavy. Be like, "Maria, what's going on, man?
Yeah, but then,
You gotta lay off the good beds, bruv."
yeah, but then
Then she'll be like, "How dare you? How fucking dare you body shame me like this? This is a fucking queen."
but maybe girl to girl is different.
Nah, man.
But then a
Just
girl,
need to hear
but
it.
then a girl can.
Why though?
But then
Why?
a girl can body shame us though.
I can explain that.
Hit
a
me
little
up.
bit
I need to
from my
know.
perspective. I guess because I feel safer if a woman would tell me like I put on weight, because I will feel less that it's a criticism and more than it's a worry. So you're telling me that I've put on weight, but actually you're asking me, why did you put on weight, instead of just a statement that I've put on weight.
No, I'm just asking why you put on weight. Like you put on weight. I don't need to hear the reason behind it. Like I'm not judging. Like why did you do that? I mean, like you've done it. There's obviously a reason you've done it. I mean, don't think of it as a defensive standpoint. That's my question: is why is it rude to say that to a woman and not to a guy?
It could be your mate just looking out for you for your health reasons.
Yeah, if it's
Doesn't mean it's.
I mean, if a girl told me, like loads of girls when I was really big, they were like, I could see like 2 rolls on your neck. And I'm like, damn, she's right, man. I need to fucking lose some weight.
But you didn't take
it's
it badly.
from a place of love and concern. It's different. You take it differently.
Yeah, of course.
It doesn't matter who's on the
I
other
would only say that to someone who I genuinely care about, because that's a health issue. That's a health issue.
And they're not going to take it wrongly.
Of course
Yeah. Yeah.
Damn.
That's true.
I mean, Britney's becoming a bit fat. She's a woman. Hey, look at that scammers. Nah, but thank you for clearing it out, because it was always like it's a bit of a taboo. Like you can't really tell someone with this kind of stuff as well. But I think,
I think expectations of women when it comes to body is I don't know, your silhouette, let's say, is a lot higher than for men.
true.
The way the media portrays it.
Look, back in the day, if you were like a big woman, you were seen as gorgeous. You know what I mean? Because you were seen as wealthy and had an appetite.
yeah, and like big breasts were, with fertility. That's
She's got big boobs. She's gonna feed my kids. I get it.
caveman.
But obviously now
caveman way
things
of
have
thinking.
changed. Now it's like you have a big ass. So I mean, now you gotta have a massive donkadonk. In the future, in the next 10 years, if it's slim asses again, everyone's gonna be like, "Shit, I gotta get
Kardashians
small
did
ass."
one good thing in
Yeah, that's where like she took out the implants.
Oh, did she?
Yeah, apparently like they took out the implants where it was really big, and now it's back to normal. So now we have to have a normal bum now.
Oh, because they made big asses fashionable.
They did. I'm just saying to you. Yeah. All right, cool. Question.
All right, so I've got 2 questions to lighten up the mood a little bit. All right, so one question. You know how I love my animals.
Of course. Man, if it's another fucking stupid question.
No songs sung
Everyone was commenting about your question. They're like, oh, Ghost's question top. I'm like, no.
If mental health struggles were animals, which animals would they be and what characteristics would they have?
Okay. Like if depression was a dinosaur or if, anxiety was a rat, for example. Okay, that's cool. That's cool.
Interesting.
So pick like 2 or 3.
Okay. Any specific mental health issue?
Well, maybe we can just pick on them 2 main, like stress, anxiety.
Okay.
All right.
Common.
Ooh, I think.
I think stress, I think anxiety would be like a mosquito. People just be snapping all the time. Do you know what I mean? You know what I mean? They'd be like, oh, bang! Like, oh, you know what I'm saying? Bang! You like fucking snap that shit out of the way, and then mosquito's like, what the fuck did I do, man? I want a bit of blood. I want a sucky or something.
But
it pisses on you when it feeds, pisses on you, and that's why it gets itchy.
That's from the piss?
Yeah.
I thought it's when they put their trunk thing in the skin and they string out blood. So what? It's piss that makes me itch. So how come when I wash my hands, I'm still itchy?
I thought the bumps are because the blood cells concentrate in that area to fight off the.
Wait, 1 second. If it's the piss, is there piss inside of me?
Mosquito piss.
No, because if there's piss on your hand, then that's itchy. Then you wash your hand. Wouldn't the piss go away? What is this? Some fucking Thanos?
It goes inside your.
So it is inside of me. They're pissing inside of me.
But then again, all right, mosquito can't feel stress if they haven't come across humans in that way. Because if they haven't come across humans, they haven't had that in front of them.
I'm pretty sure every animal hates mosquitoes. Mosquitoes hate mosquitoes.
Yeah.
I mean, apparently, like, there's some mosquitoes that kill other mosquitoes that carry deadly viruses. Also, there's a new pandemic coming out, by the way.
Oh, no.
You heard it here first. This one's going to be with mosquitoes. Apparently, there's all mosquitoes and they're carrying some crazy pandemic. Before you know it, we'll be having bloody, what's it called? Another vaccine for the mosquito.
And no mask going to help us this time.
No, Bill Gates is actually doing it. Yeah, he's releasing it. The vaccine and the virus. I'm serious. Bro, you know
He's
Bill
the
Gates.
maker and the taker.
Bro, Bill Gates owns mosquito farms.
Yeah, I saw that. He
Who owns a mosquito farm?
in 2020 he bought like a huge amount of land in America, farmlands, and no one knew why. And he was just saying, "I'm just buying real estate."
He's farming mosquitoes, bro.
Yeah.
Why? I mean, people farm chickens. You know what I mean? Why would you farm mosquitoes? I'm telling you, you heard it here first. Before you know it, we're going to be getting chabs for fucking mosquito COVID.
I have to fact check myself. It's not actually piss, it's saliva. But still, it's spitting
So
on
we're
you.
getting spit.
All right.
Nice.
So that's anxiety.
It's still
That's anxiety.
It's still excreting.
Mosquitoes definitely anxiety because you think you're fine, then when you're asleep, you're like, and then you're like, you can't sleep until you fucking kill it. Then you kill it, you're like, fuck, man, why did I have to kill you, man? Like, fuck off.
I was gonna say depression for sloths, but then I also thought sloths are living their best life.
Sloths
They're
are
chilling. Man. They've got
man.
no problems.
Nah.
Because they're moving about. When you say like someone's like a sloth, then he's probably not very happy with his life. He just
I think he is happy. I think he's taking his time. I think he's acknowledging every second and making the most out of it. That's what I think a sloth is. I mean, I bet their days are longer, even though they move slower.
True.
I mean,
It's sleep.
what animal?
We rush when we eat.
What animal would depression be?
Depression on animals. What's a sad animal?
A fat cat. A big fat cat that's been fed too much and just sits on your chest and don't want to move. Do you know what I mean?
You see, man, isn't that interesting how it's difficult for us to find an animal that is naturally has mental health problems, yeah? Whereas humans, that this is such an open conversation that most humans have gone through some shit at some point in their life, whereas animals, no, honestly, animals naturally, they're living a good life.
Yeah, of course, man.
In the wild.
They only think of one thing: am I gonna die today, and am I gonna get some food? If I'm only thinking of
their only worry.
that's it. Yeah, they ain't got fucking social media. They don't see a lion chilling, sending fucking his bulur Snapchat to his fucking missus.
That's how complicated we've made our lives.
Of course, it's we are the ones complicating it. But then again, it is
so naturally we weren't made to have mental health issues. Naturally. We have it because our brains are a lot more complex.
Yeah, for sure.
But then, like, you see, dolphins are incredibly smart. I don't know. Do they have? Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I don't know any dolphin
That'd be
psychologists.
crazy, isn't it? Yeah, imagine like this one dolphin just like sitting in the water, just chatting to the other dolphin. He's like, so you know what's going on?
Fishing today.
You know what? I'm sick and tired of living in water. Do you know what I mean? I'm just fucking sick and tired. I don't want to make these sounds anymore. All my boys are taking the piss out of me because my fin's smaller than the other one. That's fucking shit, innit? The dolphin doctor's like, yes.
Have you tried eating any sardines these days?
What's your diet like? Try taking a cold shower.
Have you gone to the cold waters yet?
Have you tried moving to Alaska? Damn. Yeah, so fat cat, I would say. Just that doesn't want to do anything, always sits at home. One of them fat domestic cats, I think they're all cool because they live at home. Do you know what I mean? Get the fuck, you can't even fit in the cat flap anymore.
Yeah, but if they go out in the wild, they'll become other people, other personalities.
Nah, I see some fat cats that they'll just roll over. You know what I mean? That's it. Don't want to go outside. Feed me pedigree. Meow, meow. Whisker. That's depression right there, isn't it?
Eating the same food every night.
A lot of hate with cats. I don't actually hate cats. I think they're really cool. Is anyone thinking I hate cats? Second question, hit us up.
All right, so second question is, if mental health struggles were flavors of ice cream, which flavors would they be and why?
I was thinking pistachio, but then Mikhail likes pistachio, so because she likes it, I like it.
I mean, vanilla is just bland.
Basic.
It's basic. You still eat it, but...
If someone goes to an ice cream shop, can I have a scoop of vanilla? I'll be like, get out. There's something wrong with this guy. Do you know what I mean? You slip a little card saying, if you need a hug, hit me up. Can I get a scoop of chocolate vanilla? No.
You know what I don't like? Mocha. I hate that shit.
Like coffee flavor?
I love coffee. I don't want coffee flavored
I love
ice cream.
Coffee flavor, anything.
Nah, not ice cream, man. I can't. Don't like it. I always have to have like chocolate with like a berry or like a strawberry or...
See, I don't think...
Or like maybe triandafilo.
Triandafilo.
Bit sweet.
How
with a bit
weird,
of chocolate.
like triandafilo flavor. Isn't it? Only us Greeks have that.
No.
How can I get a Neron with triandafilo in it? What do you mean? That's a rose. Innit? You don't really eat that.
No.
But what does it taste like? We've never tasted. Triandafilo doesn't taste like triandafilo. You ever tried eating triandafilo?
No.
Don't taste like the ice cream. Yes, I have tried. When I was a youth.
Was it red rose or white
Bro, your
rose?
questions, man. I'm just blown away by Gosta's questions. They get more barbaric per episode. Stella, you got a question, man? Help me out. Flavor ice cream. This guy. Go on, how's your chance? Have you like suffered with something that you've come over and you want to share, or like something that you dealt with? Or you have questions for us? Boop, boop. Boop.
Okay, so can you actually recall a moment of a specific friend or loved one that actually helped you when you were in a very vulnerable situation and that stuck with you for, well, until now?
Mike? Is that what happened to you?
To be honest, man, I'll say you in 2020.
This guy,
Honestly, in Galabusilo, it's the first thing that came to my thoughts.
I love you, man.
I love you, man. Honestly, but like COVID 2020, all right, it was a messy time, like March 2020. A month or two after that, broke up with my ex. I was about 100 kilos, and I was struggling my job at the time. And also we were locked in and all that. And my only outings were send a stupid SMS and go for a walk. That's actually how I lost weight. I lost like 10 kilos from walking from my house to Molo and back by sending like
walking, mate.
Had
exercise.
my work phone and my personal phone. I'd send both, so you get the extra like hour or whatever.
Come on, that's
And then,
that's thinking ahead.
And then
Man bought 100. Man bought a brand new iPhone 12, like $1,000, so he can have another hour walk outside.
it was my work phone. It was my,
Man's got 6 SIM cards. Just swapping the SIM.
And the other time, so I was living with my parents, and the only other people I'd see or speak to properly was you to get a haircut. So we'd come illegally to your shop.
Wait, what?
And
they're listening to us, bro.
And obviously at the time, man, you understood what I was going through as well. You knew the situation. Yeah, man, those are moments when you need people around you. I mean, you can do as much as you want. I mean, at that time, I'd put my headphones in. I'd go for a walk for 2 hours. I'd think about, those last 2 years of my life, the changes that I wanted to make in my future, things that I learned about relationships, myself, what I want in my future partners, or your main partner, the love of your life. But yeah, man, and we'd have good chats, because it wasn't just a haircut. It was, I'm going there for an hour minimum, have a beer, have a coffee, have a chat. You were also going through stuff as well. I mean, everyone was going through stuff. It was COVID. We were all confused, shitting ourselves. So yeah, man, I'd say that was a key moment for me. And then things switched after that. And I remember probably about the end of that summer, my life everything changed. Work-wise, friends-wise, families, my relationships. I was a lot more healthy as a person, a lot more positive. Yeah, man. And it was a battle. It's a daily battle, but you gradually, it's going to get better. And yeah, you get over it. Whatever tough problems you're going through.
You get, like I said, I really believe if you want to get over it, if you want to improve, if you want to lose weight, if you want to try something different, it's all down to you. No matter what anyone says to you. Obviously, you saying I helped you, but you're the one that took that information and perceived it, broke it down in your own way. So yeah, you might think I helped you, but you helped yourself.
Yeah.
I was just there for a friend, mate.
It was just
just conversation.
I mean, yeah, it may not even be
talk.
It was just conversation.
Just talk, people, man. Just talk to anyone. For me personally, my cousin Ariane, shout out Ari, love you, Mrs. Lovitz. She went through something similar as well, and and she's a woman. There you go. Because I knew that she went through it, and I see her now, and she's got a good job. She's got a lovely, gorgeous boy, baby. She's married, she's healthy. And when I knew she was going through some stuff, and she was telling me, the voices will stop. Eventually, it'll get better. Your head will quiet down. She's like, I know it's so difficult to believe it right now, but I'm telling you, it will get better. And just let it take its time. Don't think it's going to be from one day to the next. It will be so much better, I promise you. And just hearing it from a loved one and someone that's already been through that really helped. Yeah. And she would always check up on me. Like every week she'll send me a message thinking about you. My auntie, who's a psychologist, helped me. Who's also a woman. And my mom, who's also a woman. Like, it doesn't matter, man. I had so many people help me during this current time. My dad, my brother, Terzian, Alki. I'm very lucky and blessed to have all these people around me. But especially like Ariane, because I knew she could understand everything I was saying. She's like, I get it. Yeah. I get it. She's like, I couldn't leave the house for a month or 2 months or 3 months. I used to hate it. But eventually it does get better. As long as you put yourself forward, then it will get better. So that's a person who really made an impact in my life. And yeah. So love it, cuz.
Love it, man.
That's amazing. Man. So moral of the story, just talk about it. Express yourself. If anyone's going for anything, please let us know. If not us, let your parents, family. Don't be afraid to put yourself out there, and you'll be surprised by how many people have gone through the same thing.
And you'll be surprised by how many people love you.
Of course, man. We love you. I don't even know
you. A lot
you.
more people love you than you think.
For sure.
And it's okay to ask for help.
It is so okay to
Always.
ask for. It doesn't make you weaker. It actually makes you stronger because accepting help is the hardest thing.
Yeah. Like athletes have a coach. They need help. That's their help.
That's it.
They're not there alone.
That's it. Everyone is it's a team
Everyone needs
game, man. You're in this world with people around you, otherwise you'd be alone. I mean, if you're on a desert island with people that you hate, by the third day, everyone will be together and friends because we need each other. All right, we're going to end it there, man.
Yeah.
We're going to end it there. Thank you.
Beautiful.
Thank you so much, Mike, everyone, Purple Jelly Media, everyone that's watching. We love you so much. Hope you enjoyed the podcast. Like I said, if anything's happening in your life, I'll repeat myself 100 times. Give us a shout out. Yeah.
Yeah. And remember, guys, we might even go on TikTok with some reels.
Fuck TikTok.
All right, fuck TikTok.
Unless we get loads of views on TikTok, we'll go TikTok. But yeah, don't forget to like, subscribe, tell and enjoy yourself. Speak your mind, and don't forget, there's only two genders, people. Peace out.
Wee.